Hello everyone. Welcome you all to another video on rank of a matrix. So how we can find the rank of a matrix using echelon form. So here the given matrix is 1, 2, 3, 6. First of all, we have to see whether it is in echelon form or not. That is the first step. So is it in echelon form? No, it is not in echelon form. So we have to convert it into echelon form. So before converting it into echelon form, the first way is that we have to check the pivot element. Is the pivot element 1? Yes. So we need not do any extra operation for that. Just we have to perform row operation. So this is the given matrix. Here we observe that these elements, our target is to make this 0. If we can make both of them 0, it is fine. But we have to make this 0, not this first. So our target is to make this as 0. So how can we make it 0? So one thing we can do is that we can multiply this row by 3 and subtract from this. That means we can do something like R2 equal to R2 minus 3 of R1. We are multiplying 3 and then subtracting from this. That means 3 of R1 means 3 into 1 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. 6 is R2 minus 3 into 2, 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. And this is 1, 2. Here we are changing the row 2, not row 1. So here it is in echelon form. And how many non-zero rows are there? So only one non-zero row. Therefore, the rank is equal to 1. Only one non-zero row is there, and therefore rank is equal to 1. It is a very simple example just to show how we can find the rank of a matrix. Okay, so let's look into another such example, and how these row operations can be done. These row operations are very important while finding the rank, because we have to use these row operations to convert it into echelon form. Let's look into another example how we can find the rank of this matrix. It is a 2 by 2 matrix. There are 2 rows and 2 columns. So is it in echelon form? No, it is not in echelon form. So we have to convert it into echelon form. So the easy way to convert is, first this is the pivot element, so let's make it 1. Now how can we make this element 1? We can make this element 1 by dividing it by 2. So because 2 by 2 will give us 1. So what row operation can we perform? R1 is divided by 2. So if this row is divided by 2, then this will become 1. So in that case, A is equal to 2 by 2 is 1 and 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. So the second row will be same. Now this has become 1. Now what we have to do is that we have to make this 0. Because there are 2 rows, the second row should lead with a 0. It should start with a 0. How can we make this one 0? We have to make row 2 0. So row 2 minus thrice of row 1, 3 times row 1. So means if we multiply this by 3 and subtract it, we will get, so A equal to 3 1s are 3. This is 1 by 2 because we are changing row 2 only. 3 1s are 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. And what about this? 4 minus 3 by 2. Since it is 4 minus 3 by 2, it will come out to be 5 by 2. Now it is in echelon form. It is, the first row is having 1 and 1 by 2. Second row is having 0 and 5 by 2. It is leading by a 0. So therefore it is in echelon form. And now we have to see how many rows are there which are non-zero. So there are 2 non-zero rows. Therefore rank is equal to 2. So this is the way of finding rank. So here it is a 2 by 2 matrix and we are finding the rank. So I think the idea is clear. First we have to check whether it is in echelon form or not. If it is, then we can directly put the rank. If it is not, take the first element as the pivot element and try to make it 1. And then all the rows below should lead with a 0. So that is the way of finding echelon form, and then the number of non-zero rows is the rank. So that's all about this example. Thank you.